I'm saying? This time we got the streaming bubble is about to finally burst now. I've been saying this for a little while, like not on camera, but I just been thinking about this for a while. And like the IRL streams and stuff like that, it's getting a bit much now. I feel like people are starting to get over it a little bit now. I feel like it's a little bit oversaturated, and it's also like people are doing the same things. Like nobody's like funny for real. Like, well, at least in my opinion, nobody's really funny. Like nobody genuinely makes people laugh. It's all about women being freaky on there. It's just all about the same content. Literally, it's like the dudes be on the stream with the girls, and the girls start twerking, doing other freaky stuff, clapping their ass. It's all a bunch of the same stuff, bro. Like literally, like insane. Like other than like what Kai's doing, like having a special guest on there for real. I feel like that's maybe the only thing people care about for real. But even that is like, when does that get stale? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like streaming is starting to get stale now. I feel like people starting to wake up. It's like, yo, this is really not that entertaining for real. You know what I mean? Especially with that old DDG love show thing that happened. I reacted to that on the channel if you want to watch that. It's on the channel. But yeah, man, so we're going to see what Omeezy has to say about this. Streaming bubble is finally about to burst. Hit that like button, that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, man. We're on the road to 7K subscribers, 9K and 7K. If you don't subscribe, makes sense, right? Follow me on social medias, man. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Everything's in the description down below. Twitch, all that. And let's hop onto this video, man. Leg up.
I've never seen this much dick pulling in my life. I've never seen so much fake competition in my life, bro. Like, and that's what realistically ruined this shit.
Like a month and a half ago, I stopped IRL streaming as much, and I know a lot of y'all have noticed that. I haven't had much energy in my streams necessarily, and I kind of just kept streaming because I just wanted to, I never wanted to take a break. And then not to mention, I'm not gonna lie, I feel burnt out.
I've seen Ron go from loving streaming so much to his passion slowly going away.
Bro, I just don't know what to do with this shit anymore, bro. This shit just don't feel the same, bro. What do I do, bro? I'm so lost. Chat, I'm gonna see y'all later, bro. I gotta take some time to myself.
Are you okay, man?
Nah, bro, come on, bro. I'm chilling. I'm just listening to y'all convo. But I dare dude gotta leave. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta do shit with Navo, so I'm gonna hit y'all later, alright?
Alright, bro.
Alright.
Alright, man.
Views is down.
And the views is down, he said, but they starting to get burnt out. Cause I feel like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I feel like everybody did everything already. Like, I feel like it's starting to peak now. And everybody wanna be an IRL streamer. Everybody wanna do the same things. But nobody wanna do a different idea. This is what happens, bro, when everybody started to get on the waves. Like, I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen, bro. I knew since everybody started the IRL streaming, shit was gonna start to hit the fan and start crumbling down. It happens every single time, bro. Every time there's a trend, the trend always stops as time goes on. And we're starting to see that with streaming a little bit. Like, it's starting to become not as popular as it once was. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like YouTube ain't like being a YouTuber. That's never gonna like stop, being popular, because people love YouTube, bro. Like, that shit was always gonna be number one in my opinion, bro. Like, even though streaming has this crazy stuff, mostly because of like what Kai was doing in his streams, how creative his streams are. But the IRL stuff, bro, is nah.
Elephant in the room. Everybody, you can't pull up a nigga right now and his shit ain't cranking like it was last month, nigga. It is what the fuck it is, nigga.
It's kind of crazy how I can't even control shit on my own fucking stream. I can't control nothing.
Coming into 2025, everyone and their mama thought that streaming was the way to go. It was the means to create content to a wider audience, farm money, and do honestly some of the dopest things in the world. Celebrities were getting into it, athletes were getting into it, politicians were getting into it, and it just seemed like streaming would be a staple for years to come. But then something happened. When everyone flocked to this medium of creating content, it started to create a bubble, and eventually that bubble would have to burst. And to be honest with you, I think that
the bubble bursting is something peaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? When something peaks, when it's a ceiling on something, there's no higher it could go. Like, it's not gonna get as big as it is or has gotten already, and that's the problem.
There. And with that, bursting reveals the unintended consequences of streaming being this gold mine type rush. There's been a view epidemic, streams are getting crazy expensive and out of control, people can't have private lives anymore, and ultimately, being on live 24/7 is not something that people can handle. Hell, the child stars of past have shown us that before. I'm here to talk about the state of streaming in
That's a man of minds.
2025 and going forward. And to be honest with you, it's not looking good. In 2024, we saw a boom in the streaming economy. We saw the rise of the FaZe Clan. We saw the rise of different members of AMP. Mafiathon 2 went off without a hitch. The FaZe Subathon went off without a hitch. And everyone and their mother flocked to streaming, which meant that the only next logical step going into 2025 was to stream more, right? But we quickly found out that that is not something that is sustainable for the whole ecosystem, for the whole environment. It can't handle everybody flocking to streaming for a plethora of different reasons. I think the first thing that had a lot of people skewed as to the realities of what streaming can and can't be is Streamer University. It happened earlier this year, and people thought that it was a great idea, and to be honest with you, it was. It introduced a whole different subsection of streamers to the information pool that we all can look at and consume. But it definitely had some unintended consequences. It made everyone feel like they had to spend
What are you saying? Huh? I'm on live.
shit ton of money in order to get their streams off. And streamers found out quick, fast, in a hurry the first problem with this mass streaming movement is that streaming is an expensive venture.
The Love Show.
That Love Show was a flop, by the way. The Love Show. That shit was a flop, bro. I reacted to that on the job. Like I said, bro, it was a flop, bro. Like, I think that's what made people look at the IRL streamers like, I don't want to watch this shit no more.
This is something that I'm spending a lot of money. Like I'm contemplating selling a watch in order to invest in this. Like this is the most expensive shit I ever paid for. Nigga, I'm spending a house on what I'm doing. You feel me?
Y'all know how expensive it is to keep up with content creation? You could get a 10K check from Twitch. What the fuck is a 10K check when you gotta spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup shit,
Who the fuck told you to spend 5K on trips just to travel, bro? Budget your money. Budget it. What are you talking about? Like, nah. When people say that, oh, 10K ain't nothing, bro, you ain't budgeting your money right. That's what it is.
$1,000 on your rent, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit. You gotta pay the clippers, pay your YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all.
Clippers and YouTube editors. Do that shit yourself. Who's doing that? Like, nah. It's so many like loopholes that you could do now that there's literally AI that you could just put a video in and it'll just edit it for you. You don't need to pay an editor no more, bro.
Realizing I be going into negative.
I think what a lot of people saw from people like Kai Cenat or any of the people from FaZe is that spending money for streaming, putting money back into your content is seemingly a worthwhile investment. And I think what a lot of people underestimated is the fact that they have a lot of equity built into the content creation game, where then when they do these ventures, they can see the return, they see the benefits, and they are reaping the rewards of it. They have sat there at their computers and death.
And why is she basically complaining about investing in her own career? Like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? I'm confused. Why are you complaining about spending money on yourself? That's kind of what I got from it, because all the stuff you buy and you talk about you need for your career, no?
Built sweat equity with a community that is willing to support them no matter if they spend money or don't spend money. So it makes sense for them to go out and buy the Samsung phones all the way up to the $30,000 backpacks. It makes sense for them to invest in a trip into Six Flags, their local theme park, or go across the country to Japan. But a lot of the new streamers hopped into this lane and it didn't ultimately pop off because they put money into it without building up that community aspect. There's a lot of big streams that went off this year that did not go as planned, as told by leaders of the community or just what we see. Hell, what happened to a lot of the streamers from Streamer U, Streamer Prom, the Are You My Ball show, or that other love show that Blackboy Max and them put on? And even if you ask
See, look, I forgot about that. Yo, it's too oversaturated. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing the same things. You know what I mean? Like, love shows, dating shows, freaking my ball stuff. Oh, that's my ball. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The ones that, like, the streams that I was kind of creative was with Blackboy Max. Like, the different thing that he did was they was making a song on stream. That's cool. You should just keep doing that. That could never get stale for real, because people actually want to watch that stuff, and that's actually cool to see, like, how to make a song. You could be inspiring people to look, oh wow, this is how you do that. You know, this is how you be an engineer. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the constantly freaky streams, the you know what I mean? It's basically soft porn, bro. Like that's literally like, that's oversaturating. Like, we see that every day, so people are gonna start just getting numb to it, bro.
His thoughts on what the outcome of the love show might be, it didn't go so well. It didn't do what he thought it would do.
Every dollar I made this month plus more is going into that motherfucker.
Yo, we said Buddy let a OnlyFans demon ruin his show. Yo, people are nuts.
It's only a week long. If I don't average like 40, 50, I think finale I might touch a Hun Diddy or like a 150 piece.
Now I may have.
I know 40,000 people watching is that's still a good amount. I can only imagine having 40,000 people watching my stream, like, or just views or anything. That's still a good amount, but he was just reaching for the stars, and it just flopped in his case. You know what I mean? He said 150, he only got 40,000. Just goes to show you that the numbers are inflated, and people, like, he's not, like, wasn't as popular as he thought it was gonna be.
I think I would have touched 100,000.
Just because you spend money doesn't mean that you're inherently going to get into the views. Which brings me to the next issue. View botting got out of hand in 2025. Now, for those of you who don't know what view botting is, it's when people, whoever the entity is, pays for bots to inflate numbers on a person's channel. It could be on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, but for this specific purpose, we're talking about Twitch. And as XQC and Twitch exposed, there have been a lot of people who have been view botting on this platform. This only got sniffed out after Twitch dropped its view bot crackdown, and honestly, it worked better than a lot of people anticipated. Viewership on Twitch is down wholeheartedly.
Damn, so you mean so this basically just exposed half of the freaking Twitch, the big streamers. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. They was faking a numbers game. I thought that was just something like you do when you first get started. Like, that's what, like, I wouldn't necessarily say I was view botting, but I made a few burner accounts when I was first starting my YouTube channel. I got like 4, 5, and 6 of them. What I do is I upload a video and I have those 6 accounts view the video first, so they could get like a little head start in the views. That's what I do, but I'm just starting and stuff. They actually view botting when they already got a platform, like, that's, you know, consistent with the views. You trying to get greedy? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Nah, I'm not doing that. Once I have an established fan base, I'm not gonna be like view botting, bro. You just hurting yourself at that point.
The overall viewership on Twitch went down as much as 24% compared to last week. Wow. With many big streamers suddenly losing thousands of viewers. Not just big streamers, streamers of all shapes and sizes lost tons and tons of viewers, like across the board.
Now, in hindsight, it does make a lot of sense. There was times last year where there were platforms like Kick, Rumble, and Twitch where viewership was 100,000 viewers for like 6 to 7 to 8 streamers on every single platform at any given time. And to be honest with you, that was just to inflate things so people could get their advertising dollars and create this bubble that we're in now. And at some point, somebody was gonna have to sniff it out. I mean, it was literally not making any sense. And I do want to offer another POV in the conversation though, because I don't think it's all bots.
Everybody on this bitch, views is down. Elephant in the room. Everybody. You can't pull up a nigga right now and his shit ain't cranking like it was.
Damn, it says right here, it says hard to see the GOAT at 4K. Damn. That's still a lot to me. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously that'll be a little bit for like DDG and Kai and them, but that'll be a lot to me.
But nigga, it is what the fuck it is, nigga.
Niggas are paying for me not to have viewers. I never had 250 viewers before, and not even starting Twitch. Even when I wasn't even a Twitcher and I started, I never even had this many viewers.
While there are things like Mafia-thon or other big streaming events that can occupy, you know, some of that cross-audience viewership over the course of the year, I think that there's a level of viewer fatigue that is not being talked about. And that just simply means that viewers are tired of watching the same things over and over again. The same streams with the girls, the same IRL streams where nothing is really happening. The same...
And that's also a point I want to make. Like, there's nothing happening in these IRL streams. Most of the time, this dude's just walking around, trying to just make conversation, trying to just talk about random things, have random things happen. It's not entertaining. Like, they're not even making jokes, and nobody's funny to even keep your audience engaged, for real, or interacting. You know, people like to clip farm, say something funny. You know what I mean? But people not funny, bro. It's like, you can't force, like, being funny. It gotta be naturally in you. Like, you gotta have that charisma. And most of these people do not have no charisma. They're not charismatic at all. Everybody's like... Now, it's some people that's charismatic. They got charisma. But most is, like, not funny at all, bro. Try to be, like, too cool and laid back, nonchalant. Like, nah. Have some personality about yourself. Have some cool... Like, have some fun with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem, too. Same things. And people are not charismatic. And nothing's happening on these streams, bro. They're not even trying to put nobody onto, like, some sauce. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to educate people. They're not even trying to do that.
Where nobody's really being creative. To be honest with you, Twitch has a copycat problem right now, and nobody's talking about it.
I think streaming right now, I can't want to say nothing because everything, like, I feel like it's so much shit going on that it almost feel like nothing going on in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it, bro. I have a bad way with
It's actually a perfect... Phantom put it perfectly. It's a lot going on, but at the same time, it's nothing going on. That's exactly what's going on with the streaming right now. I'm not even gonna lie. That's actually exactly what's going on with the streaming right now. Wow, that's crazy.
I just know, like, it's the feeling that I'm trying to portray. Everybody trying to do everything, and I'm not trying to be like nobody. I'm trying to make sure I be like myself.
And it's not to the point of like, hey, everybody's doing the same reaction content and the same reactions, playing the same games. I think that has always existed. But literally everybody is doing the big Tokyo trip, or everybody's doing some rendition of a love show.
And in that case, like, it don't matter if everybody's reacting to the same thing, because at the end of the day, we all react to stuff. And it's people actually want to watch people's reactions to, like, different people's reactions to the same video. People actually want to watch that. Nobody wants to watch somebody doing the same content as somebody else, like same exact content, like not even trying to make it your own. It's literally the exact same thing, like nah. Because at the end of the day, with the reaction channels, people have different personalities. You might actually like somebody's reaction better than somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So.
Bringing some sort of girl on or whatever the case may be and having the same exact reactions as everyone else. Nobody's doing anything new. Nobody's doing anything unique with any new emotions or uniqueness behind it. They're having the same exact reactions and it's just the same. It's literally just the same exact.
It's like we're in like a loop. It's literally like a loop of the same things over and over and over and over and over again.
Over and over and over again. Another big issue that I have with streaming now is because of this always on nature, you don't even have time to yourself in order to handle personal effects or not live moments on the internet. I've talked about it in my Blackboy Max video. It's tough that these kids are growing up in real time in front of cameras because some of this stuff is not for public consumption. I've seen issues and incidences this year in 2025 where I thought to myself, hey, it'd probably be best if you just cut the camera off.
Some family, you know, tragedies and shit. Just shit like when my mama live out, you know, some you know, somebody passed, I ain't gonna say who and shit, but
it's like that, like when you go through something like that, all right, you need to take a break, bro. Nobody wants to see you crying on camera, bro. Like I don't get when content creators do that. Like they start crying on camera, complaining about their problems and issues. Just make a quick post saying, oh, Chad, I'm going through something. I'll be back in like a week or two. That's it. Doing all the crying and all of that, they don't need to see that. You need to do all of that in private, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta do all that in private.
Stop. Just chill. I got my elbow up. Now we gotta clip this. Don't take that bullshit off.
This is shorts.
I'll take it off.
No.
No, Jay.
No, you're not gonna fuck up my outfit.
Don't take that shit off.
No.
Then you're not coming. You're not wearing that shit with a rip on your booty cheek.
That's how it came.
Well, you're not wearing that with me. And don't try to masturbate me on camera. Either you take it off or you get the fuck out of my house. That's how I'm moving. Who the fuck do you think you are? What, a rip on your booty cheek? Nigga, that's some shit you wear when you single. You don't wear that around me, man.
Just a couple weeks ago, Quinn Blackwell made a comment about streaming being digital slavery. And while I don't agree with the verbiage because slavery has meaning and connotation, there were some things that a lot of people took from that actually had some value to it.
I have always said the biggest influencer will be somebody who gives their life to the internet. And that's what streaming is. And I respect it down. I think they are the Don Julios of internet creators. Would I ever do it again? No. Because it gives a sort of digital slavery vibe to me.
Streaming in 2025 is now this thing where you have to be online all the time at the mercy of your chat. Your emotions and your feelings don't matter. It's just go, 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 go. We don't even realize that these people have been living their entire lives in front of a camera and they don't have a time to get an emotional break. Now, I know what somebody's gonna say in the comment section is that, hey, this is self-inflicted. This is something that they brought upon themselves. For sure, I can honestly say that. They can start to do different things or whatever the case may be and they're making a lot of money, whatever the case may be. Listen, I'm coming from a human aspect. It's not healthy to be on camera 24/7 like this. And this is why you're seeing a lot of people have these mental breakdowns when it comes to streaming now.
You have to have a balance. You literally have to have a balance. Like, I understand work ethic and being on your purpose. I understand that, but you have to have a balance. But you have to have a life outside of your work. You have to have a life outside of your work, bro. Like, go see your family, like hang out with your friends off camera, go out, enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of working this hard if you're not gonna enjoy the fruits of your labor that you built? You know what I'm saying? You can literally enjoy life and work at the same time, bro. There's no bullshit. Oh, you gotta work. Like, no, that's not what we doing. No.
I've streamed 200 plus hours every single month. I just did a 4-day marathon and then streamed 13 hours a day with 0 breaks.
Guys, I am a loser. I don't do shit except sit on my couch and study shit and plan shit in my free time. I don't talk to people. It's bad. I'm gonna change that.
I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I came home, bro. I just cried on my couch, bro. Like, I cried on my couch. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I don't even have nobody, bro. Who do I have? I push everybody in my life away. I don't talk to my parents. I'm out here in LA. Like, yeah, I got my cousin, but it's like, damn, bro. Like, what am I even doing this for?
Naturally, you're gonna be burned out. I mean, we're always on camera 24/7 and at the mercy of our chats. I didn't even talk about this in this video, but it dawned across me as I was doing research. I remember that time where like Senna, Valkyrie, and Extra Emily got harassed at the park by the dude, and then for whatever reason, they had to come on stream the next day to explain what happened.
He kept running and trying to get something out of his pocket, and like I said, like, you guys.
Y'all had it on camera, did y'all not? And why do people, when something happens to them, they want to get on the internet and explain it? Everything is not for your chat and your viewers and your community. Everything is not for them. There's some things you have to keep private. Like, some people don't understand that, yo.
That clip cuts off. Like, we had to run into a store screaming that somebody was going to kill us so that somebody would step in and let us in the back.
Like, what kind of weird ass world do we live in that streamers have to get online and justify this dumbass crime that we seen with our eyes in 4K? Also, why are we seeing this in 4K? I don't know. The nature of everything being on stream is just bothering me, and I can understand why these people have burnout, because then they have an audience that doesn't believe them, so then they have to justify them, which kind of backs what, Quinn Blackwell was saying a little bit. I see it. I think there are some positives going into 2026, though. I think that we've weeded out a lot of the people that came into the space and really didn't want to do anything positive, just saw it as a quick money grab. A lot of people picked up phones because they saw streaming content creation as some sort of fad, but ultimately are realizing that, hey, this is something that takes much more effort that I'm willing to put in, and I don't want to slut out the space. Think about every single streamer that was popping or had some clout or had some traction this year that is just not here at the end of the year. 20 Mike. No, he's probably going through some legal stuff. But For real though, there's a lot of people who picked up streaming and have stopped because they're just not getting the views up. I also do think IRL streaming won't be a mainstay going forward. Bruce Dropomoff and Soluminati had some very good words about IRL streaming. It was dumb and people were making it dumb because they were just flexing and trying to keep up with people, and it was never meant to last based off of how these people were doing it.
It's becoming harder and harder for niggas to become streamers because all y'all think y'all need to be doing IRLs. Y'all all trying to be like these niggas at the top. You got motherfuckers talking about desktop streaming is dying. How is that even fucking possible? It's not even possible. It's just the niggas you watching. You knew and you already thinking you need to be doing IRLs, nigga. You are a fucking bot. You're gonna fall off. Bro, the IRL streaming shit is so overstimulated, so oversaturated. All you see is scripts now.
Niggas is tired of seeing niggas just overly showing shit that they don't have that they can't relate to. We can't relate to you niggas no more. We can't. Y'all streaming on yachts and shit. There's a nigga that want to stream from his bathtub to pretend that he on a yacht right now. Listen, bro, you don't gotta do that.
And last but certainly not least, I think that people are getting away from the always on nature of content creation. I've seen more streamers take more breaks. The breaks between marathon streams is becoming greater. The breaks in just streaming in general is becoming greater. I know it may mean some effects to the pockets, but if there's a quality difference and from your content as a whole, from your life as a whole, I think a lot of streamers are gonna get into that now because they're just seeing that I can't always be on. It's really not healthy, and at the end of the day, it doesn't benefit me or my audience to come back on, cut the chat on and be like, hey chat, what we doing today? Because
right, yeah. But yeah, that was the video. Yeah, this is a very, informative video. Like, I definitely agree with all of his takes and everything. And yeah, the IRL streaming stuff is dying, bro. Like I used to want to do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yo, this looks cool. This is a wave, but I knew it was gonna be a peak. I knew it was gonna be a peak though. But yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Hit the like button, that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video, man.